Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Leanne.
I'm Graham.
And we are Lee and G. And we like to record our outdoor adventures, mostly for our kids and whoever else wants to join along. So we are embarking today on our big summer trip. If you're new to the channel, we are sort of weekend adventurers. We both work full-time jobs. So we try to get out on the weekends and one big trip in the summer to kind of scratch that adventure itch. So today we're driving across Oklahoma. Our first stop is going to be Ponca City, Oklahoma for an overnight stay on our way out to New Mexico. Tomorrow is going to be a longer travel day for us. Today was just half travel day because Graham works part of the day today. So what adventures will await? We'll find out. Well, our terrain has started to change and it's opened up. Just the other side of Pawhuska. As someone who has lived all of their life in the Ozark forests, the hills and hollows of the Ozarks, this kind of terrain is crazy to me. Alright, well, because Graham was able to get off work early, we're here at our destination sooner than expected. So we're taking this opportunity to see a couple things in Ponca City that I found. One is the Standing Bear Museum and Education Center. Now, we got here too late for the actual museum, but there's a statue in this park that we're gonna go check out. Standing Bear Park. It looks like they had speakers here at one point. That would have been cool. I think this is part of the Osage Nation Historic Trail. We've seen signs this side of Oklahoma, historical markers along the way. So I wish we'd gotten here early enough to see the museum. It looks pretty interesting, but we're gonna check out their footpath here. So they are honoring the different tribes. There's a Caw Lake not far from here. Graham is taking care of business on his cell phone. Osage. The Pawnee. And the Ponca. Alright, so on this path, there's the Great Seal of Ponca, Oklahoma. The Caw Nation. That's pretty. Oh, I was reading about they were a nomadic tribe.
Oh, this is Texas.
Yeah, Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have additional information in some of
We
these
could actually drop safe on our way
stones.
down tomorrow and go into Texas, couldn't we?
We could. So this gives information about the language, the history, the culture.
Oh. Huh. Pretty cool.
All right, we're coming up on the Standing Bear statue. From what I've read, this is the second tallest statue in Ponca City. The first, the tallest statue is our next stop, Graham. I know you're excited. Well, I bet this is super cool when the fountain works.
Yeah. So who was standing there?
Leader of the Osage.
It's not the leader of the Osage.
Well, I didn't do a lot of research about this place. I just saw it on a map. Oh, okay. We found a placard.
My hand is not the color of yours, but if I pierce it, I shall feel pain. If you pierce your hand, you will also feel pain. The blood that will flow from mine will be the same color as yours. I'm a man, the same God made us both.
With these words, Ponca Chief Standing Bear convinced a federal judge that American Indians were persons under U.S. law entitled to the same freedoms as other peoples. We honor him as one of our first civil rights leaders who won a major battle for all Native Americans, not on a battlefield, but in a courtroom. All right, now we've come to the Pioneer Woman Museum. Not the Pioneer Woman, but Pioneer women in general. And we're gonna walk out here and see the statue. For the Pioneer Woman, you have to go 30 miles down the road back to Bahahuska. On the register, National Register of Historic Places, I'm not convinced that this is taller than Standing Bear. Like you said, maybe if they are measuring the base, maybe I just have my facts turned around. I'll have to check that out. What does that placard say?
Directed by E.W. Marland, in appreciation of the heroic character of the woman who braved the dangers and endured the hardships incident to the daily life of the pioneer and homesteader in this country.
Alright. Pioneer Woman statue. Again, I'd like to go into this museum, but I think they just closed at 5 o'clock. We went to Arby's to grab something to eat. Then we went out to our little campsite at the Lake Ponca Lake Ponca Park campgrounds. And one, somebody was in our sight. Two, he was kind of less than desirable. So we decided to cut our losses since it only paid $15 for that site and try to get booked in somewhere else. So we're actually going to go about another hour and a half down the road because it's still pretty early. We got lots of light left, and go to the Great Salt Lake State Park, which we're actually booked in on the way back because we wanted to explore that park a little bit. But we're just going to do an overnighter there because it's a state park, so we know that we are not going to be camping on top of somebody and up all night, because the people that were booked into Lake Ponca campgrounds look like they were there to party for sure. We made it to Great Salt Plains State Park, and we're on the North Spillway Campground, and so here's the spillway. It's kind of cool. I know, gross. I think we see geese down there. Graham's gone to see if we can get a better look. Oh, we saw one of them flap their wings. He thinks they're pelicans. Well, that would make sense.
And what we're going to do is sit there and wait for their food to come to them.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Salt Plains State Park near Jet, Oklahoma has plenty of camping and a beautiful lake. It was quite serene the night we were there, but more about this place later in this series. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Give us a like, a comment, and hit subscribe.